always been a very creative individual. From scrapbooking to crafting to decorating, I have literally done it all. However, my creative spirit and my entrepreneurial spirit joined forces when my then boyfriend, now husband, bought me my first Cricut. By the way, thank you so much, Cricut, for sponsoring this video. And I cannot wait to share with you guys how I made over $6,000 in 1 week using the Cricut. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Melanie and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. Now, speaking of celebrating and decorating, I know you guys are here to figure out how I made over $6,000 in 1 week using a side hustle, and I cannot wait to share those steps with you guys and what I'm doing to upgrade those efforts in the new year. One of my Lux for Less principles is to always find a way to turn your passion into profit. So whenever you're investing in something, I absolutely love to find a way that I can make a return on my investment. And so that's exactly what I wanted to do with this investment that my now husband had purchased for me. I wanted to figure out a way to get a return on that investment. So I started personalizing items like mugs and wine glasses and charger plates and ornaments. I mean, you name it, I personalized it. And to market it, you know, I wanted to figure out a free way I could market. So I placed it on Facebook. I solicited all of my family and friends and my work friends to, you know, buy these items that I had personalized with my Cricut. And the business was really going quite well because my initial investment was just $1 for the mugs and glasses and things like that. And my upcharge was $9. So I made $9 or $10 from every single sale that I made. So I eventually mustered up the nerve to pitch it to a company, to a plant for gifts for their employees. You know, a lot of companies do things for like employee appreciation or Christmas gifts. And so that's what I did. I pitched it to a company and they absolutely loved it and they bought them for their employees. So you do the math, 600 employees, $10 at $10 an item, and there you go, over $6,000. And I was so ecstatic. Now, it took me about 2 weeks to get all of those orders together in between working my 9-to-5 job and doing this on the side. And of course, I had a lot of help, but I was so thankful for that opportunity. In that time, I also did custom items for weddings. To be quite honest, I found my very first project at my mother and father-in-law's house. I'm going to show that to you guys now. It was a mug that I created for my sister-in-law when she got married, and it was one of my very first Cricut projects. I created these for her and for all of her bridal party members, and to still have this was just absolutely amazing. Now, the Cricut Expression is a legacy machine now. They no longer produce it, but now they do have the Cricut Maker. But I just want to share with you guys how much of a legacy the Cricut made in my life. It was definitely a part of my entrepreneurial journey. It was a part of my personal process, and definitely it will carry on throughout our family legacy. So life is always a full circle moment, and nothing in life is ever truly wasted. And so I took the creative energy and passion that I had for scrapbooking and crafting, and I pursued event planning. I absolutely love curating these beautiful events, and having that creative energy and that creative niche, you know, definitely made a way for me in the event planning industry. Now, I recently upgraded to the Cricut Maker, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. It has so many incredible benefits, and I want to kind of walk you guys through this machine and how simple it is to use. And I definitely recommend it if you are an event planner or an inspiring entrepreneur. There are so many different ways that you can incorporate this into your business, and it can definitely be a value-added aspect for your clients. So without any further ado, let's hop into the tour of this machine. What initially attracted me to the Cricut Maker is that it is the ultimate smart cutting machine. It accurately cuts over 300 materials, including everything from delicate material like crepe paper and grocery bags to fabric to thicker materials like basswood, cardstock. I mean, you name it. It literally cuts over 300 different types of material. I also love the fact that this machine was all encompassing, which was represented by just simply having that storage component for all of your Cricut tools. It only had 4 buttons, so the ease of use was definitely there. It allows you to set up and, accurately get your projects running quickly using the Cricut Design Space, which is available on your desktop and on your mobile device. So I love that as well. And then I just love the fact that you would definitely get your value for your investment. And I talked a lot about that in the beginning of this video, and I'm so excited about all of the value that it's going to add to my business. And I think it's just so value added for entrepreneurs and event planners such as myself. Okay, you guys, so now that we've toured the machine, I now want to share with you guys the next step, which is we're gonna hop into some fun and quick and easy wedding DIYs that can upgrade your event planning decor just like that. You can definitely customize some amazing items for your next event, and it will give you that personalized touch that will separate you from all of the rest of the competition. So let's get started crafting. Let's get started with the acrylic table numbers. The first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go ahead and paint the back of my acrylic frame, and I just mixed together 3 different colors that I had on hand, and I really didn't have an idea in terms of what I wanted the design to look like, so I just kind of played around with it, had fun. You really can't mess it up, you guys, but I wanted to go ahead and get it painted first while so that I can allow it to dry while I created the design that I wanted for the actual number. So that was the first step. Then next I went to the Cricut Design Space to cut out the actual design that I wanted for my acrylic table number. It was very, very simple to do, you guys. It probably took maybe 5 minutes, total. And that was with me searching out the font that I wanted, the paper, and all of that. So it was very, very simple to do. And yeah, that part just, I don't know, it was just really simple. So I wanted to make sure that I used a very beautiful gold textured vinyl, and Cricut has this beautiful textured vinyl, and I like to pull it off from the back to make sure that it kind of takes off. And I wanted to show you guys what it turned out like. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I absolutely love it. I just used the pink and the red. So next up, we are going to do some mirror place cards or name cards. I absolutely love this watercolor vinyl by Cricut. You can make some really, really cool decals. And I wanted to just create something very, very romantic, very nice. So I wanted to just use some mirrors. And I just feel like the reflection just makes it really romantic, especially if you have candles and things like that going. And I am just now removing the decal that I already cut off, removing it using transfer tape, and then I'm going to place my name at the base of that mirror. So I wanted to use my spatula to ensure that it transferred with ease onto the mirror, and then I removed the transfer tape, and voila. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I absolutely love the way that this turned out. I feel like it's going to add so much value and so much personalization to my event, and it will definitely make it look more upscale. So simple DIY, but it's going to add so much value. Next up, we are going to do some toasting flutes, and I wanted to do them using the vertical look, and I used the same process that I used in the previous DIYs. Very, very simple to do, you guys, and I love them, pun intended. So here is the overview of all of my quick DIY projects, and I'm going to show you guys how much of an impact these make a little bit later in the video. But for now, I want to talk about another huge win for me, and that is the marketing materials. With this Cricut Easy Press 2, it makes it so easy for small business and entrepreneurs to come up with easy, marketing materials for their businesses. I absolutely love this. Again, it's very, very easy to use. You just have your temperature monitor, your timer, and then you can go from there. So I do love that. Today, I'm just going to use the quick start project that Cricut provided for me in this box, and it just gives you a kind of an easy way to get started on this. So you start with, first off, kind of pressing out your materials. You want to preheat the base materials for about 5 seconds to remove any moisture or any wrinkles. You don't ever want to skip this step. It's so important. But you guys know I had to go a little bit extra because I don't like wrinkles. So the next thing I wanted to do was make sure that my Cricut was positioned kind of in the right place. You can definitely use a ruler for this, but I kind of eyeballed it for this particular project. But if you're doing like t-shirts or anything like that for your business, I highly recommend using a ruler to make sure that it is placed in the right place. So I heated it for 30 seconds on one side, and then when the timer beeped, I flipped it over and I heated it again for 15 seconds. So here is where you want to place close attention. You guys, don't just remove it like right away. I got too excited and it was a little bit warm, but I did give it some time, and when I removed it, the project was amazing. So I love the fact that you can take this technique and you can personalize items for your marketing materials for your business, such as this notebook that I've done here. You can also do other items for your business like t-shirts and bags maybe for your customer. I mean, the possibilities are limitless. So here's just some other examples of projects that you can customize. Of course, you can even do your mask for to stay safe when you're doing business. It can also be another added benefit of your business. Again, as I said, you can do business shirts for your staff. I mean, you guys enjoy. I just give it 2 thumbs up. So guys, enjoy using it. Finally, I want to share with you guys how it just adds that overall personal touch, in my case for event planners. So here is what the setup would look like without the materials from Cricut. It's still beautiful, doesn't really take anything away, but then I just want to take that away there. You see that? And I want to show you guys how it looks when I add all of the other elements in. Is it just me, you guys, or did you also witness that Cricut magic that happened right before your eyes? Like those little items that only took me a few minutes to make added so much value to this overall look, and I think that perfectly sums up the Cricut Maker. So as you can see, the Cricut Maker can be a money maker and a game changer for your entrepreneurial endeavors. If you would like to learn more about the Cricut or where to buy it, I will definitely leave a link down in the description box below to the exact Cricut Maker that I have. I will also include a list of all of my favorite videos that I have found helpful in, you know, making that transition from my Cricut Expression to my Cricut Maker. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less.